hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
You hear that, young lady? All people. What people he talking about above all people? Remember, he's talking to the children of Israel, right? Now he just said the children of Israel are holy, chosen, special, and above all people. So I'm going to ask y'all a question if you listen. Listen up. If God said the Israelites are above all people, is there a such thing as equality among people? No. Right. So that's how special you are, but our people don't know it. We are above all people. There's no equality. We've been told a lie. We've been indoctrinated with this world. We are here to set to make a difference, to set us apart, to get back to who we were. We are the children of God. God just said we are holy, chosen, special, and above all people on the face of the earth. That's how special you are. Now, let me ask y'all the question. Why did the so-called blacks go into slavery? Why did we go into slavery? Can you answer that for me, brother?
I can't answer that.
Can you answer that, sister? Brother, can you answer that? Why did we go into slavery? Why we can't answer that and our people went into slavery? Why we don't know our history? This Bible is our history book. We're going to prove it right out of the scripture. Give me that Deuteronomy 28:15. This is why we went into slavery on cargo slave ships. Read it.
Bring it out. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, and thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
All these curses are going to come on the children of Israel for disobeying the Most High God. Now, if we obey the Most High God, go jump up to verse 1. This is what happened if the children of Israel obey God. Read that 1 and 2. Read.
verse 1, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
So if the Israelites, or the so-called blacks, do the commandments, what's going to happen to them?
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations on the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee.
So if the Israelites, or the so-called blacks and Spanish and Native Americans, do what God say, the blessings are going to overtake you. Are we blessed right now as a people? No, we're not. Why we get shot by the police? Are we the only people get shot in the back by the police? We the only people got the highest SED rate. We the people who got high heart disease. We the people that die of gout. We number one in all of that. We ain't blessed. We are not blessed. Now we are blessed. Now we are blessed. Yeah, we are blessed to wake up. So I'm sorry. We woke up to repent, sis. This is why we're here. We got to go back to God. You've been given grace. This is the grace it's talking about. You may not live today. Lord's will you live, but you may not. Don't none of us know we're gonna die, sis. Don't none of us know. So you do have grace today. So are you gonna abuse grace and not do what God say? But you gotta do what he say. And that's real, keeping the commandments, sis. You have to keep the commandments. Now let me show you some of these curses to show you that we are the children of Israel. Young man, we are the children of Israel. Let me show you. Read that.
Verse 16.
It's one of the curses right here. Why we went into slavery. Read.
Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. Now where y'all from? Mobile. You from Mobile? You from Mobile? Now in Mobile, in the whole Mobile, the county, all the outskirts, what people live in the worst neighborhood? The blacks, whites, Chinese, Japanese. What people?
Of course, blacks.
The blacks live in the worst neighborhood. Right. It said, cursed shall thou be in the city. So we fit that curse on the Israelites. Read another curse. Read.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
And cursed shall thou be in the field. What people in Mobile pick cotton in the tobacco, in the cotton field? The blacks, the whites, the Chinese, or the Japanese? It was the blacks. Now, Moses is talking to the children of Israel. He said they're going to be cursed in the field. That is a curse that we pick cotton for free. We didn't get paid to pick cotton. We made this whole nation rich. Our people did. This is a curse. You understand? Right. Go to verse 32. Let me show you another curse. So right now, you fit that curse, right? Our people fit that curse. You agree? So God, who is Moses talking to? Who is us? What he call them though?
Israelites.
That's right. So you fit that right now. Right now you fit that. Read.
Verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Did that happen to your ancestors? Well, your ancestors given to another people?
Yes.
Right, when?
Slavery.
That's right, sister. Who is Moses talking to?
The Israelites.
So what that make you?
The Israelites.
All praise to the Most High. This is what we're trying to wake our people up to. This is what we're going to keep going. Read.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Now, let's go. Jump to 6:8. Let me show you something. Now, let me ask you a question, sister and brother. How did your people get from Africa to the United States? What mode of transportation? How did they get over here?
On the boat.
On the boat. What you say, sir?
I say on the boat.
On the boat. Watch this. I'm going to prove to you that this is your history book.
Right.
Read that.
Oh, it is.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. Give me Exodus 22. I'm going to show you what Egypt means because we use the Bible to give the definitions. You understand? We're going to tell you thus said the Lord. So let's show you what Egypt means. One of the definitions of Egypt in the Bible. Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
House of what?
Bondage.
So Egypt and bondage are the same thing. So when I ask, let me ask you a question, sister and brother. If I ask you what's the definition of Egypt, don't tell me bondage. What other word would you give me? What other word would you give me, sis? Outside of bondage. If I got you bonded, I got you tied down, what does that mean? I got you in bond. I got you in bond. I got you bound down. What that mean?
Slavery.
Absolutely right, sister. Now go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. Now you understand the word Egypt is slavery, right? So now you get an understanding of the Lord. Read that.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, or slavery, right? Read. Again. Remember when Moses parted the Red Sea, the Israelites walked out of slavery, walked out of Egypt, walked out of bondage. Remember that? You know something about Moses? Right, we walked out of bondage. But the Lord said he's going to bring the Israelites back into slavery again because we're going against it. We're not keeping the commandments. He's going to bring them back into slavery again. But how?
With ship.
How?
With ship.
Y'all said boats. What you say?
Ship.
What you say? Ship. So the Israelites came over here on slave ship. So who came over here on slave ship? What people?
The Israelites.
So what are you?
Slavery.
You an Israelite? You an Israelite now? It's undoubted. It's the truth, man. Right. See, we're reading out the Bible. Now you know you Israel, right?
Right.
You know you Israelite. This is why we out here. We're trying to win your souls, sis, because destruction is coming. This is what we out here to do. Now, you're required from knowing this information, for God allowing you to know this information, you sitting there being humble and listening and actually paying attention. This is what the Lord requires you read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel.
And now who?
Israel.
Sister, young lady, young man. Read that again.
And now Israel.
Now Israel, so you just said you're an Israelite, right? You're an Israelite, sir, right, sir? Sir, are you an Israelite?
Yeah.
Right. Read.
And now Israel. What does the Lord thy God require of thee?
He said, what do the Lord thy God require of thee? Because you know you're an Israelite now, right? So the Lord requires something of you. Read, watch this.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you a question, young man, young lady. You too, young man. How do you serve God with all your heart, mind, body, and soul? How do you do it?
Doing his commandments.
Absolutely correct. What you think, sir?
Gain weight.
That's right. What you think, sir? All agree. All praise to the Most High. Read it anyway. That's absolutely right. So read.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
That's how you love God, keeping the commandments. Right. Now, let's see if you love God. You do love God, right? Watch this. Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. We're going to see. I hope you do, brother. Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. Watch this.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter chapter 11 and verse 3.
This is a commandment. Listen.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ,
The head of every man is Christ.
and the head of the woman is the man,
The head of the woman is the man.
and the head of Christ is God.
The head of Christ is God. Young man, you listen? Young man right here. Hey, young man, you hear that? Read that glass part.
And the head of Christ is God.
The head of Christ is God. The head of woman is man. The head of Christ is God. The head of man is Christ. The head of man is Christ.
Read. And every man, me and you, praying or prophesying.
What we're doing right now, me and you praying and prophesying. Jesus Christ is coming out the Bible.
Read. Having his head covered.
You got your head covered while we're bringing out the scriptures. What you doing to Christ?
Dishonoring his head.
You are dishonoring Christ while we're talking about the Bible with your head covered. So what should you do if we continue to talk about Christ? What should you do then? You say you love God, brother. So
Yeah.
what should you do?
I'm taking my head off.
So you don't, do you really love God like you say you do? Well, how you love God like you say you do, and the Bible is coming out, and Christ said take off your head, but you won't do it. So how you love God, brother?
I'm not taking my head off.
Oh, hey, brother, that ain't between me and you. That's between you and God. You disobeying God.
Okay,
That's why you gonna stay cursed, bro.
You let God handle it.
It's not against you, brother. We're just showing you where you in error at. That's all we doing, bro. We ain't against you. I ain't trying to shame you, brother. Destruction is coming, brother. Huh? What you say? Okay, let me ask you a question. Young lady, let me ask you a question. Now, did Jesus Christ die for everybody?
Yes, it is.
He did. He died for the whole world, right?
That's right.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, watch this. Give me Matthew 15:24.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna show. See, sis, we're gonna read the Bible. This is our history. We're gonna read the Bible.
That's the King James.
Yes, ma'am, it is. It's the King James Version. Read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto
This is a red letter, right? This is Jesus Christ talking. Start again.
But he answered and said, I am not sent,
Jesus Christ said, I am not sent.
but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
What Jesus Christ say?
I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
You hear that, young lady? So did Christ die for everybody, or what he sent to the Israelites?
I'm listening.
Read it again. I want you to answer me, sis.
Oh, okay.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Read it again. What, sis? You listening? What did it say?
I am not sent.
But
But unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
to who?
The lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Jesus Christ sent to everybody? Huh? See it. You just read the Bible. So how was he sent to everybody?
See, I got to read it for myself. I got to read it for
read.
myself. I mean, I'm listening to you.
Hey, somebody show her the Bible, man. Somebody show it to her. She don't believe it. It's in the Bible. Go to Acts 5. Show it to her in the Bible. All praise. Show her Matthew 15:24. Read it to her. I forgot you. Matthew 15:24. Read it.
But
Do it again. Matthew 15:24. We're going to read it for you. Read it.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Now you read it, then you see. So who Christ came for? So who Christ came for then, sis?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Sis, answer me, sis. I'm your brother. Talk to me.
I am.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But who, you gotta answer me, sis, so I can move on. Who did Christ come for, sis? Sis, this is what I'm talking about. We say we believe in the Bible.
Right.
We showing you the Bible. I'm asking you a simple question. Why you won't answer me, sis? I'm your brother. Why you won't answer me, sis? Because you've been indoctrinated. You can't believe this is in the Bible. Then we're gonna go somewhere else to show you again. Go to Acts 5:29. Go to Acts 5:29. Watch this. Read. Go to Acts 5:29.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
He said we ought to obey God rather than men. Brother, you doing your own thing, brother. Read.
The God of our fathers raised Jesus.
Raise of who?
Jesus, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him hath God exalted his right hand to be a prince and a Savior.
Hold on. So Christ, the Most High God, raised up Jesus on his right hand to be a Savior and a Prince for what?
To be a Prince and a Savior, for to give
what?
Repentance.
Christ is giving, Most High created Christ to give repentance to who?
To Israel.
To who?
Israel.
To who?
Israel.
And what else?
And forgiveness of sin.
The world ain't in there. The world ain't in there. Only the Israelites. Jesus Christ came for the Israelites only. That's the good news, sis. You and a whole lot of people out here are Israelites. This is why we out here trying to tell them. This is the good news, you understand? So it's time for our people to repent and get back to their ways. We got to go to Revelation 2 and 5. We don't realize who we are, sis. We don't realize. Read that, Revelation 2 and 5.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 5. Remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen.
Remember what?
Therefore, art fallen and repent. Remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen.
Remember, therefore, from which we have fallen. Do you know we are the greatest people on the earth? We at the bottom now because of sin, because of breaking God's commandments. Do you know what you're involved in today? Do you know what today is? That's right. So we got to stop being involved with this, sis. We got these young men on the corner trying to wake our people up because destruction is coming. It is. The black Messiah will crack that sky. And I hope you're ready. Give me your Matthew 24:37. Give me Matthew 24:37. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah.
Hey sis, how you doing, sis? Hey sis, how you doing? How you doing, sis? I'll let you go a second. You doing all right? You know who you are in the Bible? Do you believe in the Bible? You do? I don't pray. So you don't have no problem believing what they say, right? Right. So what's your race? You're black. Okay. Now listen, I ain't here to shame you. I'm just here to warn you. Okay. Black is a color. That's not your race. Right. So what is your race? African. African is not in the Bible. So what God calls you? Outside of a daughter of God, what does God call you? All praise. So I'm going to show you, okay? Give me Deuteronomy 1:1. All praise. What's your name, sis? McKill. J.Q.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
These be the words which Moses spake to all Israel. Who is Moses speaking to? Israel. That's right. That's right. Let me show you how special they are, okay? To God. 76. Deuteronomy 76. Deuteronomy 76. That's how special the Israelites are to God.
Chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
I said the Israelites are holy, chosen, special, and above all people. So if God says the Israelites are above all people, is there a such thing as equality among people? Right. So you above all people. He can't prove it to you out of the Bible, okay? Give me Deuteronomy 28. Let me ask you, if the Israelites don't do what God says, what you think gonna happen to you? Absolutely. You're absolutely, it's cursed. Read 20:15. Watch this. What you just said is absolutely correct. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said that the Israelites don't do what he said, don't get punished for curses, like you said. So let me show you, I'm going to prove to you through the curses that you are an Israelite and you are above all people. Okay? Read that. Go start at 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
They are the curses shall be upon thee for a sign.
And for a wonder.
So this is Main Street right here, right? You see Main Street? How you know this is Main Street? Because of the sign. So these curses are a sign to show who the real Israelites are today, okay? What is
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word